Hello, my name is Hannah Baker and I work in the Zazada Lab in Corvallis, Oregon. I'm going to be talking to you about sampling rate and nematode distribution. Sampling for nematodes is a very useful tool because we can determine the types of nematodes that are present and the quantities at which they are present. We can then also help predict the damage to the crop and help make management decisions. In order for us to make those decisions, we need to work with you to decide where we need to sample and how much we need to sample. You know your field better than anyone else, which is why we like to work with you when determining the sampling map and the type of sampling that we're going to be doing so that we can get you the best answers and information possible. When deciding the number of samples you want to take, there are a lot of factors at play, including the field history, the soil properties you're working with, if you know where the nematodes are already or have a general idea, or other things that you would know about your field. The greater the proportion of the field included in the sampling process, the greater the probability that the sample estimate represents the field situation. There are a lot of different options that we have, with our lowest intensity sampling being about 4 composite samples for 140 acres, which would make it about 1 sample for every 35 acres. For a medium level of sampling, which is 8 composite samples for your 140 acre pivot, which would make it about a sample every 17.5 acres. So that's mid-level and gives us a bit more clarity on the overall picture of your field. We also have the most extreme forms of sampling, which are 70 composite samples for your 140 acre pivot, which means samples for every 2 acres. You could even do 1 acre and get 140 composite samples. But extreme sampling could be useful if you are just starting in a field and really want to get a good lay of the land. An example for a low density nematode, if you're doing the most extreme level sampling, so either 1 or 2 acre samples, you're more likely to find it, and you're more likely to get an understanding of where it actually is in the field because you have smaller areas composing those composite samples. So we can actually pinpoint and have a better idea of where this low density nematode is if we can find it. With the different schemes in mind, if you have no idea who's in your field, where they are, starting with an intensive sampling at a high cost can help you in the future going forward and understanding the field that you're working with. We can find the exact locations where these nematodes are present and be able to control the field better and have a better idea of the distribution we're looking at. And then as you go forward, you can identify those problem areas, sample them intensively, and sample the rest of the field as usual. So then you're still monitoring your whole field, but you're not spending all of the money to intensively sample the whole thing if you know some areas are generally clear. If you would like to check out new potato nematode news, you can use this QR code and go to the PAPA's website and get all of that information there. Thank you, and are there any questions?